Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, Krod7435. I'm back at it with another, sports talk of the day. Um, this is really just a bad day. But then again, I need to give respect and credit out to the Boston Celtics. And then I'm actually kind of happy too. So I'm half, pissed off and a little bit down and happy. So credit to the Boston Celtics, coming back, making the NBA playoff series 2-1. And then credit to the Oklahoma City Thunder, fucking giving out that work to James Harden and his Rockets. I really do like that Russell Westbrook really tried very hard in that game to make sure and show James Harden who's boss and who is like the better player to show themselves, for these playoffs. And let's just break it down. Obviously I don't have the stats, so I will pull up with the NBA playoff stats. Yeah, because because I really did think that that these playoffs were not going to be good, but I'm really happy that these playoffs are really doing very well. As far as games go, I really do feel like that my team, the Bulls, that's if we do well in tonight's game of Game 4. We have a lot to go through. So let's go into Game 3 stats. Obviously, the Celtics blew our fucking asses off, which I already knew that, and then I called that right on time because personally, you know how the refs just be trying to favor the other team. So technically, they be getting more fouls and more benefits off of what they can get. But let's get right into it. 87 points, 52 rebounds. So we technically out rebounded them, but how did they get up to 104? That is the bigger question. But then you see it right here. They had more assists than us. They stole more than us, but then we blocked them more. But then the Bulls created about 17 turnovers, and then the Celtics were shooting better than us, and then they were shooting threes out of their asses. But then we were making better free throws. So this all revolves into one player that was doing very well, which I cannot. Because I wish that they posted the players actual points, which I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, yeah, right here, right? Points. And yeah, that's kind of dumb though, because I don't know how can you know how many points that somebody has? That's a horrible chart. Dude, that's really kind of retarded though, because I wanted us to fucking or probably see who scored those points. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, hold on. That's so stupid. You can't even go out and find out who scored the most points. But I'm assuming that Huerter scored about 18 and Wade scored about 18. Mirotic got about 3 assists, no. Yes. Oh wow, this is so weird, but I'm pretty sure the assist line, it basically goes from here all the way down to here till we go down the blocks. But yeah, I'm assuming that Mirotic had 3 assists, and Isaiah Thomas had 9, and Wade, he had about 2 blocks, Horford 1, and then Cristiano Felicio, he had about 11 rebounds, and Al Horford had about 8 rebounds. So technically, what do we expect in Game 4? Do we know that we can probably beat them? Can we try to go up 3-1? Hopefully we don't blow a 3-1 lead, or can we just tie it up at 2 and try to give our all back in Boston? I personally think, and then that's actually kind of funny. If this goes into a Game 7, that will be on my birthday. So my birthday's coming up soon, so I just wanted to let you guys know. I'll probably make me a little birthday blog, or basically a birthday, Dave and Buster's gaming, journey, which I'm going to be going pretty hard in that, which I got to get me a higher end SD card because my fucking SD card is not really that powerful or not that big in in compatibility of memory, so I gotta probably get me probably a 32 gigabyte one. But no, definitely, as you can see in Game 2, we did fuck them up. Big F you to the Celtics. Thomas scored about 20, Butler had 22, Kelly Olynyk had 7 assists. Rajon Rondo had about 14. 1 block for Horford, 2 blocks for Butler, and 11 rebounds for Horford, 9 rebounds for Lopez. And as you can really see, like, we are a good team. We can pull up with Boston, but I mean, let's just say if we were going up against like the Cavs, this might be a quick game for us, game series for us to lose. But personally, if I could really see us getting better as far as Butler doing better on, LeBron James and going up against Kyrie Irving, then I'd say that we are getting better as a offensive, transitional team to, revert our play style around Jimmy, and then we could have Rondo or whoever's running point guard to actually go out there and do what they need to do. See, now, Jerian Grant, he's a great player. I love him. But I feel like he needs to step it up more on the 3 ball, because if we can actually have him do that, that would actually be pretty good, because I think a guy like him, pretty young, he was going to light it up in New York, but then New York decided to fucking trade his ass. I don't understand. Like, New York is like literally not doing so well, and I feel like that I need to do a really big video on that and just break down our stats of how New York Knicks stats have been going down. But let's just talk about the playoffs. If we do win Game 4, Boston would have to win Game 5 and 6 in order to push it out to 7. And that would be very, very, very fucked up if I have to see it like that. But then again, I don't mind, seeing a very good series. It would be very awesome to really see, let the Bulls actually take out the number 1 spot. But let's take a look at the other series. Houston, they are playing Russell Westbrook tonight. Washington, they are up 2-1. So I'm thinking, like, after this, we have to either go up against Washington or Atlanta. And then after that, Toronto would be meeting Cleveland, or, yeah, most likely Cleveland. Or, yeah, basically Toronto or basically Milwaukee would have to be meeting Cleveland. I don't know. Personally with me, because I really do think Cleveland is not really going to go that far unless John Wall gets past us, or, the Boston Celtics to meet Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that would be like the best finals fucking ever. Or basically, that would be the best series before the finals. But as you can see, GSW, they are up 3-0. Dude, let's just take a look at that. Oh, wow. That is very hurtful. How did you lose by 6? Are you fucking kidding me? You could have gotten a 3 or something. Wait a minute. Let me take a look at this chart, man. You guys probably got fucked up. Okay, McCollum had 32, Curry 34, Joseph Nurkic 4 like assists. Dude, Nurkic, he's a beast, dude. I don't know. Oh wow. I don't know what to say. Like, personally, it shouldn't be Damian Lillard's fault for actually trying his best out there. But I mean, personally, when you look at the Trailblazers team, they are just such a great, interesting team. And I feel like, they have like the better end of the stick to actually go out and play with a purpose. And they're really good. Like, I mean, Nurkic is actually the one that's saving them, by like the most. As you can see, he had about 4 assists and then like 11 rebounds. Because I wish that they actually showed off, every player's, stat lines. But I think I'll actually go to the actual ESPN website and check it out, because I think it's a lot better, and that would be a lot better. Yeah, right here. Okay, so let's just go back to it. Portland, yeah. Technically, it was CJ McCollum. Wait, hold on. There's no box score. Okay, no, I don't care about that, dude. This is why that you have to hate these box scores, because they don't tell you what players has scored who. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the points. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. Just tell me who scored. Okay. Great. Okay, Patrick McCaw, 11. Pachulia. Okay. Klay Thompson had about 24. Curry, 34. Damn. Andre Iguodala, 16. JaVale McGee, bitch ass, had about 14. Ian Clark, 5. West, 6. And Durant. Oh yeah. Durant didn't play. Yo, that actually might be like a little bit of like a poison right there, because if he's not coming back on time, that would be bad luck for the Warriors to lose. But then again, if he actually did come back, what happens if he actually made them lose? So I mean, personally, you see how things would go down, but yeah, right off the gates, Lillard had 31, and then McCollum had 32. Yo, dude, because I really do think both of them are really going to be pretty good. And then Connaughton and Myers Leonard and Quarterman and Layman did not play. Why didn't? Yo, that's so stupid. But then again, who was like, wow, like that's what I'm saying. Like they need to actually put their players out there because I feel like if you don't have those players out there, like that's going to become a big problem. And then what happened to Ed Davis? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they used to have fucking Ed Davis on their team, and then I guess like they just like cut him or something like that. So yeah, right out the gates, you understand what's going on here. Like we don't know why this is happening. But let's take a look at the Hawks versus like the Wizards game. This was like a really good game, which I definitely did not see like the highlights, but this is what I made myself think like what the fuck happened. But John Wall had about 29. Kelly Oubre had 9. Beal had 12. That's pretty sad. And then Taurean Prince 16. Yo, my nigga Taurean Prince, shout out to you, bro. You are a pretty good player. And then on top of that, he's actually like pretty decent rapper too. So I think I might want to do like a little rap video like about him. Or just like a little rap, like, cause I gotta get back into that. But Paul Millsap 29, Dwight Howard, ill 5, dude, fucking yeah. How many rebounds did you get? Yo, you had like 11 rebounds, dude. I'm done. Okay, Hardaway Jr. had 8, which I'm not really surprised. 27 for Schroeder. Kent Basie, yeah, not really that big of a deal. Like, good job for them. They did a good job. But I think personally, if they want to, tie the series up, they have to win game 4. Yeah, game 4 because it's been 3 games. But win game 4, and then you'll be able to get things done. All right, so let's take a look at this: Grizzlies versus Spurs. I'm really surprised that Kawhi Leonard is like actually going up against a really good team now, because you're going up against Mike Conley, a guy who got paid $140 million fucking dollars for 5 fucking years on dude. How do you do that, dude? Who within their front office really thought like that Mike Conley would be pulling up that many that many fucking minutes, and then then on top of that be able to actually make their team that well, in which I'm not really surprised because their team's like basically very old. But when you think about it, the only reason of why they're getting good is because number one, they know each other very well, and number two, Zebo, he's actually been leading their team in rebounds. So I mean, when you really do look at it, it's actually a pretty good fair game to say that LaMarcus Aldridge and Leonard and Gasol and Ginobili actually have a little bit of difficulty of getting things, taken down and making sure that they can actually have a good game. But you have Jonathan Simmons and Kyle Anderson that actually are part of their firepower, along with Tony Parker, in which Parker had 22. Sweet, the French monster. He has came back once again. But yeah, let's just go back into the Grizzlies, which I'm very surprised who got more. Oh, Mr. $140 million contract Conley got fucking 35 points. Yo, nigga, like get the fuck out of here. Okay, wait. You got 9 rebounds, bro. Dude, like, cause I swear, if you actually got 1 more rebound and actually got 2 more assists, he would have gotten like a triple double on that fucking play, or basically game. But that's pretty good that they're doing pretty good. Yo, Wayne Selden, yo, no wonder, cause yo, get this, cause when I actually watched Game 3, I thought I saw Wayne Selden, and I literally did not realize he was on this team. But yo, huge shout out to Wayne Selden. He is a fucking monster, dude. Like, cause I really fucking love that team now. But I'm like really happy that that team is really taking their talents up to like the highest bidder, and hopefully they could actually bring this shit to a game 7. In which I didn't even know that my microphone was actually going that low, which I want to set to always 100, but I think it's because of just me lowering down my volume. But Yeah, that's really crazy, man. Because I'm really happy that Harrison and then Selden, they are playing together, even though that they did go pretty hard up against each other in college. But no, just imagine like Harrison and Selden. Yo, how old is fucking Andrew Harrison, bro? Like, yo, this nigga has not been doing too much, you know, like ever since he actually got drafted. But he's 22 like me, or he is going to be the same age as me pretty soon. In which I can't wait till I can actually, you know, basically see more progression. But he was in round 2, 44th pick. Yeah, he didn't really average too many points. He actually had 2.8 assists, 5.9 points. Yeah, that's really not that bad. But I think like later on coming in time, he will be able to, you know, get things done, and he'll be able to do what he has to do in order to, you know, get himself to a better position. And as you can see, he's only averaging 21.8 minutes by the year. But, you know, just imagine, like, you know, by next year, I'm pretty sure he'll just pull off like another Andrew Wiggins, where his plus and minus will go up by, I want to say by 10. But, I mean, when you look at rebounds and assists-wise, he just needs to get better. And, you know, and then sooner than later, you know, he'll be able to get that done. So, huge shout out to him. Wayne Selden, he's a beast too. I really love him because of one thing. Not just because he could just dunk over people. Because I just like him because his 3-ball could really get, you know, really good by, I probably want to say by 2 years, or by maybe, like, you know, like a few, like, you know, upcoming, you know, games where he can actually start, and then he could actually build his skill level better. Because, you know, just by looking at him, you know, I'm pretty sure he's my age. Yo, dude, because I swear, yo, damn, he is, him and Harrison, bro, they will be like one of my favorite players to actually like growing up now, or actually just like, okay, no, okay, Jeff, but all right, but no, like Wayne Selden came from like the D League, so, you know, like, I'm pretty happy that he actually got himself, you know, that better, in which, yes, he actually averaged 18.5 points, 4.8. Yeah, so I would definitely like to see that, you know, progress well with him and the Grizzlies, because, I mean, just really look at his size. Like, you know, he's at 6'5", 230, undrafted, pulling off of John Lucas, which I don't want you to be like John Lucas, but, like, nigga, like, just go out hard. Like, who cares? But, no, he's a very versatile player. I think that Kawhi Leonard would have a very difficult time with those two guys coming up in the later years. But when Vince Carter leaves, Marc Gasol, he probably has like a few more years left on him. Let's just see. I'm pretty sure he's about 32. Yeah, that's not bad. But I mean, you know, when you see it, like, you have a lot of players that can really, you know, dish it out to each other, and then, you know, these people can, you know, really spread out the floor. And I feel like when it comes down to like another playoff run, like, they're really going to need to, you know, bring up their youth up with them, and that way Mike Conley and then Marc Gasol and Randolph, and then, you know, like, you know, plenty of other youth, you know, players can actually pull up well with them, because I think Wayne Selden and Harrison will be pretty good. But I don't know about these guys. I do know Jarrell Martin. Wait, Jarrell Martin? Wait, don't tell me. No. Like, I know Jarnell Stokes. Oh, yeah. Yo, that's my boy Jarrell Martin, bro. Yo, all these niggas are, like, at least 1 year older than me by, like, a few months. But that's kind of funny, though, because, what's pretty funny is that, well, no, what's really funny is that, you know, when people who are born, you know, in 1984 versus 1995 kids, you know, like, I'm always, like, maybe, like, one to 5 months, you know, with them before they actually turn, you know, like, maybe, like, 1 year older than me. And that's, like, kind of like the same thing with, like, you know, like, a few other athletes, like, Iman, and then Kenya, and all those other fighters, and all those other niggas. But, no, like, I'll definitely do some other videos on, like, you know, bigger time athletes. And then I will actually find, Asian Goku. He's a pretty good basketball player. I think he's from China or Japan. I'm thinking most likely China, but I actually need to find Zhao Qi because I wanted to do a video on him. But yeah, by looking at these playoffs, man, these playoffs are probably going to be like the best playoffs I've seen so far. Definitely not going to see some bullshit. LeBron James would need to really leak out like a right up against these teams if he wants to make it back to a finals. But I think his biggest challenge would be Washington because I don't think Washington wants it, to be a fucking, basically a huge problem with Chicago, and then they're not going to be able to face Cleveland, and then Cleveland would probably think that they're going to make it more easier by defeating us, but then I don't really see it happening with us because we have a really good caliber basically on the defensive level. So, I mean, personally, no matter how bad or how well we play on defense, we still get it done, and we still would be able to get ourselves back onto the board and try to make sure that we keep let the game close. See, now with Boston's a very good team, very good very good potential playoff contender to go into the Eastern Conference Finals. But if you manage, I swear, if you fucking manage to beat Washington and then you are lucky to go up against Cleveland, in which I know that Cleveland's going to either obliterate Toronto and probably sweep them once again, or probably go up against Milwaukee, which I think Giannis will put up a better performance. But I think it's going to be a pretty clear to see Cleveland wipe out Indiana, Toronto, if they're lucky enough to beat Milwaukee, or Milwaukee beats them, which I want Milwaukee going up against the Cavs rather than Toronto, because I think Toronto would just get their asses fucked up. But no, personally, Cleveland would just need to have the easier stick in order to basically feed into their talent a little bit easier, and then they don't have to go up against any other players that they feel more afraid of. But yeah, let's take a look at this game. Pacers, what the fuck? I think you guys blew a fucking 26-point game. What the fuck? LeBron had 41, George had 36, 9 assists for George, 12 assists for LeBron. Miles Turner, how did fucking Tristan Thompson outblock you? 3-2. What the fuck? Alright, 15 rebounds for Paul George, 13 rebounds for James. Dude, I think Paul George is pretty much right about what his teammates say about him. You definitely do need to get traded. I want you to either go to OKC or come to Chicago or go to LA, which my friends told me that you are not coming out here to Chicago, so I don't know who the fuck that we are going to be getting. But finally, let's take a look at these Clippers, these floppers. But 111 and 106, yeah, this game was really fucking tight. I definitely knew that Gordon Hayward got pretty much pissed throughout this whole game. But let's get right into it. 40 points, 34 for CP3, and 5 assists for Joe Ingles. He used to be so fucking trash in NBA 2K11. And dude, I'm not even gonna front on him. He actually was a pretty good shooter at one point, which I'm pretty sure. No, he's a big man, right? No, he's probably a forward. Most likely a forward, because he's not, just by looking at him, and he's white. No, nothing up against the white straight male, but yeah, Joe Ingles, I'm sorry, because I just never see you just going out leaking out on some niggas. But maybe we might see it within the next game, and then I will take my words back. But 5 assists for him, 10 assists for CP3. Gordon Hayward, 2 blocks. Luke Amute, 1 block. Gordon Hayward, 8 rebounds. DeAndre fucking out-rebounded Gordon's ass. Dude, because I swear, if they actually had, Rudy Gobert back into these playoffs, and somehow, the Jazz actually managed to win Game 4, leading into Game 5 and 6 and 7, and then if Rudy Gobert comes back, dude, this whole series would be over up against, the Clippers. Because I think that, with that being said, that's going to be a really big challenge for the Clippers to go up against these type of problems. And then even on top of that, Blake Griffin, he finally got injured, which I'm not happy that he got injured. I think that he definitely could have been a greater asset if he didn't get injured, which I don't know how he got injured on like a little tiny play, but hopefully the toe injury can just be like a little minor, operation that doesn't really, refrain him from moving. But I'm pretty sure he will most likely sit out because Los Angeles, or basically the Clippers, they have such a bad history with bad luck, and I think that it's coming to everybody's minds that if you're a Clippers fan and you notice that you will never get past through round 1 or round 2, you are most likely not going to see round 3 and round 4, which would be the conference finals and the finals. And your only chance of you getting there is having a star player, right behind Blake Griffin, or probably probably like the 2 guard or 3 guard or 3 forward position. And I just don't know. Like, personally, because I did hear the rumor before Durant went to GSW that he wouldn't mind going out to Los Angeles Clippers. But then again, what happens if Durant got injured there? So, like, literally, KD, along with Griffin and all these other guys that are super fucking tall, they're just getting injured, man. And I just don't know what to say. Like, who's next? Fucking Harden with a knee injury, which I'd be really surprised if Harden actually did that. But I wouldn't be surprised if if like players from like maybe Washington or even on the Thunder, where Westbrook, he could actually hurt his hand, because when you see him go up for like a dunk, he's almost pulling off like a Derrick Rose kind of, where it looks like he's trying to dunk a lot. But then again, he's actually playing smarter basketball, so I can't really basically argue that Westbrook is doing bad, because he actually cares about his team, and he cares about how much like abilities he's trying to use before he can sit out. So he's actually trying to play it smarter now that I see it out of him, and I think he could actually lead his team to the finals. Because, like, look, if you actually had Kevin Durant back, hypothetically, that would actually be a much better team than it was before. But then again, with Serge Ibaka gone at that time frame, they still had him. But I mean, let's just imagine if he was not there, if Kevin Durant managed to stay, it still would be a good team, but then they would be up on the 2, probably the 2 position, or 3, which I would like for them to be probably at 3, or probably, let's just say they would go up to 4, because 4 would be a lot better, and then they probably would have gone up against the Jazz, went up against like the Warriors. That would have been a really good fucking series. Managed to hit it in the Western Conference Finals. If the Spurs were to steamroll up against Houston and Memphis, and yeah, that would have been a really good finals. But I mean, with me saying that, if I were to implement it into 2K, how would that work out? Like, how would we see the actual improvement of Kevin Durant and Westbrook actually doing their thing? Which I actually need to get into that. But no, dude, like, I'm definitely just trying to weigh out the options, and it would be a really good challenge for everybody to want to level out everything. And personally with me, like, cause I think that would be really good. Personally, because we wanted to see better players coming up in the near future, we cannot just automatically think that these players are going to do good by going to a team in which you think that they're going to win a title for you because you have like 4 former MVPs. No, they're like, or basically two to 4 former MVPs. It doesn't matter. It matters that you play good basketball and you implement your right skills and like abilities in order to get yourself to that level. And I mean, yes, you could say that getting to the finals is hard, but for LeBron and all these other teams that can make it to the finals, it's pretty easy to them, because number one, if like the refs are helping them out and they're being favorited in like almost every fucking playoff run, in which I think Cleveland should have probably lost, and vice versa Miami coming through like the years, it would have been like a much fairer series. But no, it's like it never works out like that. It's like like No, you guys have to understand. There's a lot of money being involved in these playoffs, and whoever wants to throw in more money for a team to win, they're going to talk to those refs and actually get them to win. It's almost like a U.S. election in a way, where you don't want the other team to win because you're just so like afraid that everything's not going to go your way. But then again, if that team just feels like about winning and just personally they don't care about going in for money, then I'd say that's a more committing team, because that way, you know, if teams are just doing it for money and then they're thinking that, oh yeah, because I'm going to win because like the refs are going to be on my side, but then if you're getting blown out by 30 or 20 points, then I think you might need to step your game up and stop thinking about playing for money, because, you know, at the end of the day, basketball was created by us, and we had to make the like American culture of basketball like basically revolve around having teamwork, unity, making sure that we got our plays, you know, right, and actually revolve our skills into being more versatile and more, you know, exciting players. So with that being said, you know, LeBron James and all these other superstars like that are coming up within like the league, I respect them, and I definitely want to see more, you know, tougher playoff matchups, and then I want like the actual season to become better too, which I'm gonna make a video about that after this one. But I'll probably do boxing videos first. But yeah, guys, I'll definitely catch you guys in like the next video. Hope you guys liked it. I would like to see these playoffs go a little bit further with all these teams. So be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.